Game one, Monte was saying that the communication was, quote, horrendous in the second quarter. How much was that addressed yesterday, today, and how confident are you that the communication will be better to avoid those lapses?
Well, it's definitely addressed, during the game, yesterday, this morning. And the good thing is when it is horrendous, usually you can't get any more horrendous. So there's only one way for it to go. But I think our guys understand, watching the film, a lengthy film session yesterday, walking through all the breakdowns that we had, going through it once again this morning. You hope that our guys understand, as we talked about last week, the amount of mistakes that we made is going to make it really hard to win a game and win this series. On top of the 41 points we gave up off turnovers and offensive rebounds, when you couple that with fouling a jump shooter, not having game plan discipline, those types of things allow for the two runs that they went on. It was a 32-7 run, end of second, end of third. 25 points against this team is almost insurmountable, so we have to be a lot better and sustain the way we played for the first 21 of first half, 24 minutes.
And you also said that you guys were going to talk to the league about DeMarcus's first tech to see if there was any wiggle room or if they were going to reevaluate that. Did anything come of that?
No, and I think per the league, I'm not going to get into any of the conversations that we have with the league to abide by their wishes. We communicate with them. If we do, that stays between us and the league, and I think that's the best way to handle it, all that stuff moving forward.
Michael, you guys have lost game ones and come back to win the series multiple times, but I guess is there a possibility to put too much emphasis on the importance of this game?
You don't want to go home down 2-0. You want to win a game, obviously feeling good about yourselves. But we also understand that even if we were to go down 2-0, that it's the first team to win 4 games. You can put so much into it, but this can't be a do or die game. What does that mean for game 3 and 4? But with that being said, Vinny, we understand the importance of this game. And more importantly, we understand the importance of making this a game that we're in the game in the fourth quarter. You don't want to go home, not just down 2-0, but more importantly, getting your asses kicked. That it's all about how you win, how you lose sometimes. So I'm just looking forward to a better performance for 48 minutes, taking care of it, rebounding, having a lot more discipline throughout the 48 minutes. And if we do those things, you hope that allows us to be in the game and have a chance to win it at the end.
Coach, what do you want to see done differently defending Jordan Poole tonight?
Well, in the first quarter, we did a pretty good job. It was that second quarter, I think he had 14 or 15 points, Katie. He hit 3 pull-up threes and pick and roll. So that's an area of, point of emphasis going into this series. And we watched all those yesterday. Steph hit another pull-up 3 and pick and roll. So that's 9 points for Poole that you can take away. He went to the foul line 8 times. We fouled him on a 3-point jump shot. We can keep him off the foul line a lot better. When we're on offense, we have to make him and Steph work more. We got to screen better. We got to make them feel us. Did not really after the game watching it. I don't think they felt us enough on both ends of the floor. Jordan Poole's a heck of a player. Obviously up for 6th man of the year. Should have been up for most improved player. And I think it's not just on one player. We all have to be in tune. And for him, Steph and Clay, because those 3 guys can all get it going in a hurry.
You emphasized rebounding in one of your answers. It was relatively even on the glass in game 1. Do you need it to be, tilt a lot more your way to feel good about it?
Well, I will feel a lot better about it if we don't give up 21 second chance points. And during 82 games in the regular season, we were the #1 defense rebound team in the league. And to only allow 10 offense rebounds, that's a pretty good number. Now, they shot lights out, so there weren't many misses, but for them to convert 10 offensive rebounds to 21 points is unheard of, or 20 points, whatever it was. Looney had 3 in 13 minutes, and then Steph Curry and Gary Payton III had 2 each. And what was just most frustrating in regards to the rebounding were the amount of instances where the shot was taken, and when you paused the film, you saw a lot of Denver Nuggets doing this. And when you're doing that, they're crashing. And they outworked us. So yes, it would be nice to see us win the defensive rebounding, win the rebounding battle overall, and take that 41 points off turnovers and rebounds and cut that in half. If we do that, that'll obviously help our cause.
Joker obviously takes a lot of joy in getting teammates involved. What's the balance between him showing teammates trust and taking it on his own shoulders and being aggressive?
Well, what you love about Nikola, Kiz, is that he's going to read the game. And, after watching it, when Kevon Looney is guarding Nikola, when Draymond Green is guarding Nikola, they're going to play him one-on-one. And when that's the case, he's got to be aggressive. He's got to look to score. When Nemanja Bjelica, when Otto Porter or Andre Iguodala were on him, they were much more likely to double team and send a crowd towards him. And now he's got two guys draped on him. He's either got to look to go and attack before the double team can establish itself, or when he has two on him, he's going to make the right play. We were 9 for 31, I believe, on wide open and open threes. So he's making great passes. Now we have to finish it off and make the shot and make the play. But I trust Nikola to read how he's being defended and to make the appropriate play.
Michael, Steph starting or coming off the bench, does that change anything with your rotation in terms of guys that you want to match up with him, whether it's Austin or whatever? Does that change if Steph is starting or coming off the bench?
Not really. Obviously in the regular season, we know Austin guarded him very well. I thought in the first half yesterday, I think his first made field goal was at the very end of the first half when he hit that step back three, and he only needs to see one to get going. But we're just going to read the game. We have our starting lineup. We have guys off the bench. We know we can go small. We can go big. If they double team Nikola early, we can get shooting in earlier. Each game will take on its own personality, and we'll have to react and adjust as this game unfolds.
Coach, you've been in next man up mode for a while. How important has Morris been to what you've had to instill, and what do you need from him to get going in this series?
Yeah, when you look at the 4 regular season meetings, and Monte played in 3 of those 4, he was impactful. He was by far our second best player behind Nikola, scoring, making big shots, hitting game-winning threes, running his team, getting his teammates involved. And as I always tell him, he's a much better player when he's aggressive, when he's driving, attacking to score, making plays for his teammates. That takes his game to a different level, but also it helps everybody else. So going into tonight's game, we need Monte to be in attack mode. Aaron Gordon has to be in attack mode. I don't want him settling for threes. Put people in the rim. That's when Aaron Gordon has his best. Will Barton got off in the 4th quarter. Hopefully that translates to the beginning of the game tonight. But we need everyone to step up. They had a lot of guys play well, and we need everybody to help pull in the same direction if we're going to have a chance tonight.